Did one of the greatest opportunities to create wealth in your lifetime just fall into your lap? Thanks to Donald Trump? Guess what? Stocks are down. And stocks are down because of the tariff policies that the president is employing. We at Against Critical Capitalism have issues with tariffs generally speaking, but let's take a moment to be smart here, okay? This decline in stocks, first off, is in relative terms not all that significant. Secondly, what do you think is going to happen? Just the stock market is just going to keep going down for the rest of your life? That is extremely unlikely for a million reasons. Okay, now before I continue, we have lots of issues with what drives stocks and inflationary monetary policy and all that stuff. But think to yourself, how would you rather buy stocks when they're on sale or when they're at tip-top price? Well, right now they're on sale, and they may be more on sale in the future. And if you're not cashing in your stocks at this point because you're heading into retirement and you're just saying, I'm out, this is a real opportunity. There is no doubt about that. But there are a lot of people who are freaking out. And the reason they're freaking out is because they want to make political hay, which is insane, but, standard. And on that note, check out this lady talking about the stock market. She's in her 20s, it looks like. This is hugely good news for her. But you know what? This is a sort of, check the voice inflection and the whole sort of mannerism. I mean, she's like, the stock market's down and I'm supposed to go to my girly girl job? What the hell is a girly girl job? You go to your job. I go to your job, make some money, buy some stocks.
So you're telling me I could wake up tomorrow morning and the stock market could be in the worst shape that it's been in decades in my lifetime. And I'm just supposed to go to my corporate girly job? I'm just supposed to wake up knowing that America is in shambles and we're living in pure hell. And I just got to wake up and go do my 9 to 5? This is why all millennials are in therapy.
What am I supposed to do? Just go to my corporate 9 to 5? Yes, that's exactly what you do. You go to your job. You're fortunate. You have a job. You've got a corporate job. They probably have free coffee there. Go there. Make some money. All right? If stocks going down are going to send you into a spiral, you might want to consider, your life choices. Maybe you shouldn't have anything to do with the stock market. Just choose another path. This is not your cup of tea. And as Warren Buffett explains, it's for some people, and in the brokerage business, they call these folks nervous Nellies. Some people just shouldn't own stocks because they lose their minds when they lose value in their stock portfolio. I got news for you. Stocks go up and they go down. But the real tragedy here really is that she doesn't even recognize that she has an incredible opportunity as a young person, that she should be looking around and saying, hey, I've got a little bit of wealth. Maybe I should be picking up some stocks for my future. This doesn't even occur to her. Anyway, back to Buffett.
A lot of investors are told, retail investors are told, that they should have a certain percent of their portfolio in bonds. Maybe they're told 60-40, maybe they're told 70-30 stocks to bonds. That's something that you should do, and that's the safe way of doing it. What are they missing?
Some people should not own stocks at all because they just get too upset with price fluctuations. If you're going to do dumb things because a stock goes down, you shouldn't own a stock at all.
No, I mean, what are dumb things? Selling a stock because it goes down?
Selling a stock because it goes down. I mean, if you buy your house at $20,000 and somebody comes along the next day and says, I'll pay you 15, you don't sell it because the quote's 15. You look at the house or whatever it may be. But Some people are not actually emotionally or psychologically fit to own stocks, but I think more of them would be if you get educated on what you're really buying, which is part of a business. And the longer you hold stocks, the less risky they become, whereas the longer the maturity of a bond, the more risky it becomes.
By the way, did you notice what the Dow was trading at? There was a little ticker down at the bottom when that video was recorded. It was 25,000 and some change. As of this moment, the Dow is trading just under 38,000. So 38,000 on the Dow. That clip was just from a few years ago, so not that long ago. So hopefully that gives you some perspective and, gives you pause maybe as to whether or not the sky is indeed actually falling. Now, saying that, there are lots of issues around the Trump tariffs and whether or not this is going to work or whether it isn't, whether it's the right thing to do. Tariffs or taxes, we're not for taxes of any sort. But an interesting point was made recently on CNN with regard to tariffs and corporate taxes.
Scott, Democrats, they're pouncing on the fact that President Trump was playing golf as these markets were tumbling. Do you worry about the optics at all?
No, I mean, not at all. I mean, presidents play golf. Joe Biden played golf. Joe Biden spent most of his term on vacation. No. I mean, this is a common parlor game that's played. I don't think it makes a difference to anybody. I do find it interesting in this conversation, though, about Democrats finding their, free market bona fides all of a sudden. I mean, these are the same party that's been arguing that corporations need to pay higher taxes. I mean, effectively, a tariff is just a tax on corporate activity. That's what it is. And Democrats for years have argued for higher corporate tax rates, and now they're arguing against effectively a tax on corporate activity. I think if I were Donald Trump, I might next week say, you know what? I'll meet you on this. Let's slash the corporate tax rate in half, and it'll mitigate your concerns about the tariffs. I bet you wouldn't find one Democrat who would agree to it, even though it would be an amazing idea.
We at Against Critical Capitalism are very much for this idea. Mr. President, you should consider it.